And a very good evening, everybody. I'm John Cole. Kyle Girls Cross Country program has won the last 3 state titles in a row. They opened defensive number 4 on the 26th on the road at Jamestown. Once again, they returned some outstanding young talent. The boys, who have won the last 2 state titles in a row, also opened at Jamestown on the 26th. They suffered heavy graduation losses in the likes of Ascom and Mull and Krenz, but they always seem to reload. Heenan Mills Invitational on September 23rd, always a showcase of local talent. Go get them. Now, we didn't get pros pointers in yesterday due to a busy sports night. We will tonight. Here's Johnny.
I just got myself a very large batch of leeches to keep into the fall. And I know this may seem excessive, but they get really hard to get this time of year, and I want to have them to help me catch fish later in the season. It's not that hard to keep leeches long term, just a few things to think about. The first thing is to keep them cold. I have the temperature set in my bait fridge at 38 degrees. That's just enough to put those leeches in a state of, let's call it, pseudo hibernation. The next thing you want to remember is to get the dead ones out of your bucket. It's much like any other live bait. If you keep something dead in there, it seems to accelerate the process of the rest of your bait dying. And the last thing to remember is keep that water fresh. I prefer to use well water when I can get it. Lake water, possibly, if you have to. You want to remember to keep that water at the same temperature that you're taking them out of before you put it into a new container. And if worse comes to worse and you have to use tap water, please leave it set out 24 hours so all the gases and the poisonous materials can escape and it doesn't kill your bait. So keep all these tips in mind. Trust me, it's worth the effort. If you're the person that has leeches in September and October, it makes fishing kind of like giving candy to a baby. I'm Johnny Candle, and that's this week's Pros Pointer.
Another good one from the Hall of Famer in last night's 19-8 win by the Mankato Moondogs over the Larks. 2 former keepers saw some action. Garrett Hill nailed 2 RBIs. He had a home run and also played short. Jackson Meyer pitched 2 frames, giving up 6 hits. Six hits on 4 runs, and he also fanned 3. Good to see those guys getting some baseball in. All right, folks, you can help the Tetons put turf on their baseball and softball fields by attending the barbecue party on August 16th, held in the Teton Loop. Free will donation. The event is being hosted by the Teton Booster Club. All proceeds raised for this event will be matched by the Teton Boosters up to $100,000. So a very important event indeed in the project. Businesses or individuals can order ahead, and the Booster Club will have someone delivering. That's next Wednesday, August 16th, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. For deliveries, call 701-774-4589. And if you'd like to donate, you can to the site on the screen. So certainly very, very great cause. All right, we got the American Legion World Series about to get underway tomorrow in Shelby, North Carolina. It is going to be Wyoming and League City, Texas, Brooklawn, New Jersey, and Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Ellsworth, Maine, up there in northern New England, Troy, Alabama, 4 p.m., then Florence, South Carolina, and Lincoln, Nebraska, who won the Plains. Hey, the Minnesota Twins off to a good start. Joey Gallo with a 2-run shot, Carlos Correa solo shot, and they've got the lead on the Tigers 3-2, who always play the teams tough in Motown. Let's take a timeout.